representing the Big 12, and we're proud to be partners with the Big 12. And again, thank you. You're a great friend of all of us personally, professionally, and of this bowl game. And we thank you for the week. With that, your opening comments, and then we'll take questions, and we will pass the mic.
Yeah, let me just start off again, and I said this yesterday. Man, the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, the class, the honor to be able to represent not only Iowa State but the Big 12. It's been a great experience for us this week. We really appreciate the people in Memphis that support this great bowl game. And, honestly, hats off to the University of Memphis and their football team. Really give those guys credit. Came out, especially early on in the football game, did some things that certainly gave us some challenges, and got a lot of respect for the way they played the football game today. But I would also say this about our team. The character and the way our kids responded is really kind of, showing who this group has been all year long. Back against the wall, going through tough and trying times, and our kids never quit. And so I'm really proud of what our team's about. Certainly proud of the character and the humility in our locker room. Some of the shortcomings we have today will be a great spark for us going into the off season. But again, really proud of our kids and our football program. So with that said, I'll certainly answer any questions you guys have for me or our players.
Phil, raise your hand, identify yourself, and we'll get a mic to you. Randy?
Randy Peterson, Des Moines Register. Matt, just what was the situation, the problem that you guys had rushing the ball against them?
Yeah, they number one, they came out in some things that we just, had not seen. And so, again, you give them credit. I know they had a defensive coordinator change, throughout the bowl prep, and, did some different things. And that a lot of credit to them and the ability to do that early in the game. And then we got behind. And so you play a game that, you're trying to play catch up, and you're trying to throw the football to try to get yourself back in the football game. And honestly, Rocco and obviously Jayden and our kids did a great job of that. So that's really what kind of the story was in the rushing game, but you give them credit. Again, they had a great plan to start the football game.
Connor Ferguson from Cyclone Fanatic. Coach, how was Memphis able to succeed on the offensive side of the ball so far?
Yeah, again, I obviously, I think they played this defense, and coaches that have played against this defense, and so, they had the ability to make some plays in some critical moments, and I give those guys a lot of credit. Not only was, the plays, some good plays, but their guys had the ability to make some really good plays. And, when you look at that rushing total, again, the ability to run the ball, our inability at times to rush the ball the way we needed to, that's not how we win football games at Iowa State, and you give them a lot of credit for what they did, for sure.
This is going to be for both Rocco and Jayden. Rocco first. What positives can you take from this game moving forward, given the amount of youth that you guys have on this team? What's this mean moving forward for you guys?
I think what we've seen all season from our team is handling adversity really well, and you saw some spots tonight where we were able to handle it, we just weren't able to finish, and so I feel like that's something that we can gain off of and get better at in the off season as a young team like us. And Jaylen said in the locker room after the game, we're not a young team anymore. We've got experience, and we're gonna just trudge along and get into the sauce and get to work.
Jayden, what about you?
I would say as a team, we just had a lot of trials and tribulations throughout the year. So I feel like this was going to be a good spark going into the off season. We got the same goal in mind every year, no matter what.
Jacqueline Cordova with Cyclone Fanatic. Rocco, this is for you. I wanted to ask you about when you were leaving the field. You were the last one there. You shook every teammate's hand you possibly could, and then you took a moment, looked back. Can you talk about what was going through your head and really how you felt walking through the tunnel?
Yeah, when a season like we had, and what we had to go through this year, and you really just wanted to come out with the win, and sometimes you win or lose. We just weren't able to do that today, and so I just wanted to give my help to all the players that came off the field, and because they did their part this year, and they did their job, and they put it all out on the line, and so I just want to give credit to them, and especially the seniors on this team. It's not a way that I wanted to put them out, but we're just gonna keep going.
Matt, what's the future for this program?
Well, you know, I think the future's as bright as it wants to be. And, you know, I think what you saw this year is a young football team every step of the way grow. And even tonight, I mean, preparing for a bowl game, preparing for, you know, the first opportunity for a lot of young guys in our program that just haven't had this opportunity. And, you know, what it takes to be able to win in postseason football, even though we didn't get to win, it's another opportunity for us to grow forward from. So, you know, I think this, where we are, what's coming back, the foundation of our team, I think it's as rock solid as it's been, and I think we're all really excited about what the future's got the ability to bring, and we'll miss our great seniors. They were phenomenal. They showed us what great senior leadership looks like, and been a rock for us every step of the way, and certainly would not have the foundation we have right now without this great senior class.
Coach Jordan Dillon, Commercial Appeal. They obviously got off to a quick start, 19-0. Was that kind of what you were talking about before, things you didn't see, or what kind of went into that?
Yeah, you know, and then, geez, I would probably, you know, again, maybe let's put it on the head coach too. You know, it's 4th and 1. They're in a little bit of a different defense. Hindsight 2020. You know, do you go for it there? Maybe I put our kids in a really tough spot. You know, so I think I probably aided to that a little bit tonight as well. But yeah, I think they had a really good plan to come out in the football game. They did some things that certainly stressed us, but they made some big plays. You know, I mean, man, we'll get them to 3rd and 7 on the first drive of the game when we give up a big play. They make the play, great call. You know, again, we go for it on 4th and 1. We don't make the play. Another touchdown situation for them, and so, you know, we just kind of put ourselves behind the 8 ball early on. I give them a lot of credit, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, maybe there's some areas from myself as the head football coach I could have been better to help our kids out. So tip your hat to them. They did a great job. Give our kids a lot of credit for responding.
Rocco Becht, Iowa State Daily. So Rocco, I want to talk about your performance. Obviously the run game didn't really work out well today, but you passing wise, it went significantly well. What was your how did you feel you played today, especially like getting scores?
Yeah, you know, there's always room to get better, and I felt like, you know, there's a couple things out there that I could have been better at. But you know, Coach Shios and the offensive staff gives me a good opportunity. You know, whatever, you know, they were to show us on defense, they put me in the ability to progress through the concept and the play. And so I felt like they did a good job doing that. And you know, just give credit to the receivers and the offensive line for giving me time back there, and just the receivers going to make plays, especially Jayden on a couple of those deep balls downfield.
Yeah, could you expand more on Jayden's performance? I know you found him a lot in this game.
Yeah, you know, Jayden's my, you know, outlet, and you know, wherever he is, I'm always looking at his side. You know, if he's open or if he's one-on-one, I'm going to go to him because, you know, that's just the trust I have in him. And that's just built through the off season and throughout this season, and that's just going to continue to get better, and it's going to build, and we'll get better from it.
Logan Shanks, the Iowa State Daily. Coach, how did you feel about Rocco going out there, I mean, multiple times, making big plays on 3rd down and just continuing drives throughout the game, even when you guys fall behind early?
I mean, you know, what Rocco has done this year has been nothing short of exceptional. I mean, from game 1 to game 13, he's grown every week. And, you know, when you have a quarterback that the whole locker room trusts and the coaching staff trusts, you have something really special. And we're really fortunate. I think his growth has been outstanding, and he was special today. He gave us every opportunity to win the football game. I think you'll look back on this season and, you know, the foundation he's laid for himself and for our football team moving forward. You got a lot to be excited about and a lot to be really proud of. And, you know, a lot of credit to obviously Jayden. I think his growth from where we were in game 1 to where we are in game 13 is also nothing short of phenomenal. So we've got a lot of great pieces. We've got a lot of great components to really build on, a lot of youth to grow forward. And like they said, you know, we won't be young starting next fall, which is a good thing.
Last question.
Terry Davis, Tri-State Defensive Coach, as you preparing for Memphis, what was your thought on Seth Hennigan as you prepare for this game?
Yeah, just a lot of respect. You know, I'll be honest with you. You know, their skill players are outstanding, and you know, when you talk about great skill players, and then you add a great quarterback, veteran football player, you saw him within the system. Honestly, all season long, what I give him a lot of credit for, I know they put a lot on his plate to call the game, to put the offense in the right situation to be successful, and you could almost see it all season long. And he made big plays for this team throughout the season, and yeah, a lot of respect. You know, they did a great job tonight. He did a great job, made some critical plays and some critical moments, and that's what really talented veteran quarterbacks do. So you tip your hat to him. Really a lot of respect from my end.
All right, thank you, Matt. We have a couple of awards to present. The first is the